I'm trying to complete a Switch Forms living deck, meaning I need a shiny of every Pokemon available on the Nintendo Switch. Something this little fella makes way more difficult. You see, Gimmighoul is shiny locked in its introductory games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You can find plenty of them all over the world, but they will never sparkle. The only way to obtain a shiny was through limited time Tera Raid events, which at the time of announcing my quest for a Forms Living Dex had long since passed. So I figured they'd be considered unobtainable for me. Until this happened. Thanks, Pokemon Company. I totally wanted to do the most tedious pull-outs possible. Well, can't pull the It's Locked card anymore, so a-hunting we must go. What makes this Pokemon so incredibly annoying compared to literally every other Pokemon is its shiny not only being above full odds to hunt, but also ridiculously hard to notice, as it barely changes. Being exclusive to Tera Raids means you can't use Let's Go mode to check if it's a shiny, and also have to deal with the terrestrialization sparkles that make it so much harder to tell a Pokemon's coloring. On top of that, only 5-star raids can be shiny. These events released with all raid levels featuring Gimmighouls. So although you are guaranteed 10 promotional raids a day, only a small portion of them can even be shiny. You could spend hours flying around the map just to learn none of your promo raids were 5 stars. It's awful, genuinely. So how can we make it more bearable? For starters, time skipping. Normally, I'm not a fan of altering my clock, as I like Pokemon to say they were captured on the day they actually were. But in this case, an exception is entirely necessary. It's very simple. Just go to the home screen, settings, date and time, and roll the clock back 1 minute. It doesn't even need to be a full day. The raids will reset from just this small adjustment. Next up, which raids to go for. Only the icons with this effect are promotional event raids. There are some that appear a while away from any fly point, and when I first started this hunt, I was going to all of them, but this is very inefficient. It was nice knowing I'd seen every raid I could, and also allowed for way more random encounter shiny Pokemon along the way, that I was only getting to see 100 raids in 4 hours, with only around a third of them being the 5 stars needed to even have a chance at the shiny. Instead, it's better to stick to the raids that are less than a minute away from fly point, along with avoiding ones on giant mountains like those in the desert or by this watchtower. I'd go for farther away raids if they lined up with one that is closer to a fly point. Doing it this way, I was seeing around 50 to 70 raids an hour, which is at least double. Being able to see more than 10 raids in a day and a solid amount per hour were helpful for getting encounters in, but what about actually knowing it's a shiny? Spotting the difference is rough. There's no two ways about it. But there are a couple more things that can make it easier. First off is the Pokédex. It shows you what forms of a Pokemon you have and haven't seen. By entering using challenge alone, and then immediately running from the battle, you can register whatever Pokemon was in that raid to your Pokédex. So as long as you've never seen the shiny, seeing this page updated with the arrow icon here lets you know the Mon you just saw was it. Alternatively, you can use an Imposter Ditto to transform into the raid boss, allowing you to see what it looks like without terrestrial effects. This is what I did for the majority of my hunting, unless the Terra type was weak to fighting or electric, as then Miraidon or Koraidon could easily take the raid down, netting me quite a few rare rewards. I did try to get a natural 6 IV Gimmighoul, which didn't happen, but I did get a functionally perfect one, so that's something. 70 hours and 570 5-star raids later, this happened. Wait. Oh my god, it is! It's the shiny! This is definitely the shiny. Hold on, I'm gonna kill it just like to be sure. No, that's definitely it. I don't think that's the learning. Oh, I have Samantha. She probably used Leer at some point. It's fine. Hold. Yeah, that is. No. I'm pretty sure. It's like so much whiter than before.
You saved something, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, look at it. Look at there. Yeah. That's absolutely the shiny.
You white it.
That is so white. I told you it was white.
Yeah, he's not gray anymore.
To you too. Oh my god. I have done it! Heck yeah! Holy crap, quirky! I love that. That's so cute. I hosted this raid a couple times to my Masuda file and Deve's account, so I have enough shiny chests to cover a couple generations, along with evolving one into shiny Gholdengo for my living deck. While this event is no longer available, I do hope you enjoyed the recap. There will be a lot more shiny videos in this channel's future, so if you are into that, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely